Animal shelters here in the Coachella Valley are seeing some of the worst overcrowding since the pandemic began.
But to help the crisis, you have to have enough veterinarians to do spay and neuter procedures. And right now, there is a severe shortage.
News Channel 3's Angela Chen analyzes the problem and also ways you can help in her in-depth report tonight, Overcrowding Crisis.
Come on, sit. Sit.
Do not jump on
Sit.
Be good boy.
Sit. Good boy.
What do we do with a sweet dog like Hercules?
What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up?
Brought in as a stray, with his past a mystery, 2-year-old Hercules is now the longest residing dog at the Coachella Valley Animal Campus. The average length of stay here is only 13 days. Hercules has been here more than 100. No one seems to want him.
Animals aren't meant to live here. We're meant to be a very temporary place.
And so he waits. Hercules is a husky shepherd mix, part of the strange trend of huskies and shepherds flooding shelters across California, where it used to be pit bulls and chihuahuas. But there's one big difference now.
But what has changed there is the fact that we're seeing many, many more big dogs, less smaller dogs come in, and the big dogs aren't moving these days.
These suites usually house big dogs, 1 per room, but the overcrowding has gotten so severe lately that they've been forced to double up, keeping in mind that they cannot turn any dogs away because they are a municipal shelter.
Larger dogs are languishing. Palm Springs Animal Shelter is set up to house 42 big dogs. Right now, it's over capacity at 70. Coachella Valley Animal Campus can fit 80 large dogs. It's currently crammed to about 150.
It's just been daunting for us, especially when it comes to big dogs. We just can't keep up.
Can't keep up in an economy that's down. Inflation is straining budgets to care for larger dogs. On top of that, most HOAs in Coachella Valley don't allow dogs over 30 pounds, eliminating up to 80% of the Coachella Valley as possible adopters.
Does come down to spay and neuter and having the resources to get animals spay and neuter to really stop the flow of animals that are coming into the shelters these days.
Enter Dr. Kelly Byam, a Palm Springs vet on a mission to help solve the spay-neuter crisis.
A whole new program to teach veterinarians these techniques that are used in high speed, high volume, high quality spay and neuter.
A new state bill she advocates would train veterinarians to do spay and neuters by a significantly faster technique. Vets can take up to 2 hours to spay a dog, but this new technique would reduce it to about 15 minutes, making a vast difference. But the bill has not moved, currently undergoing committee review. To make matters worse, there aren't enough vets. The Coachella Valley only has about 35 vet clinics, about half of the ideal number for our population. The Valley's only 24-hour animal emergency hospital, VCA Valley, recently shut down. Burnout, expensive vet school tuition, low starting salaries, long hours. The vet shortage has been plaguing the nation, including the Coachella Valley, for years, with COVID convincing a lot of them to leave.
Before COVID, we used to have more than a dozen contract veterinarians, and that was huge. That's how we were able to do our mobile wellness clinics. That's how we were able to do mobile clinics. We went down to 2 contract surgeons. So we felt it, right?
Compassion fatigue is burnout that happens from caring for others and their emotional pain. It's especially tough at county shelters, many of which are struggling to hire vets.
We need to make the shelters a better environment for all the people that work there, because it's also soul crushing to do euthanasia after euthanasia. And I can tell you, it's even hard for me when I have to do more than 1 euthanasia in a day. So can you imagine doing that all day long?
But advocates say this is a community problem and you can lend a helping hand. Foster animals if you can. Get them out of the shelter. Become a microchip scanner volunteer in your community. If someone finds a lost pet, they'll bring the pet to you to scan instead of driving sometimes hours to the county shelter. The farther the pet from home, the smaller the chance of reuniting. About 80% of animals brought into county shelters are lost pets, and only about 2% find their way back to owners.
Be nosy neighbors, right? Help the dogs get home, because once they get here, it's too late. They're here, and now they're stuck.
Stuck, solitary, our patient hero Hercules has to stay strong, waiting until someone saves him. In Thousand Palms, Angela Chen, News Channel 3.
Animal advocates have accused the county shelter of unnecessarily euthanizing treatable dogs because of overcrowding. The county has responded, saying euthanasia is always a last resort.
Animal services staff say they need the community's help to save animals flagged for euthanasia. For example, paying for procedures to repair things like a broken leg.
The county has said it is not realistic to allow every animal brought in to live indefinitely at the shelter because it would create unlivable and illegal conditions.